Dermot, you were very honest in your assessment of Tuesday evening's game. We've said we're looking for a reaction at Grimsby on Saturday.
Yeah, I hope so. It was disappointing to lose in the manner we lost. I think we're much better than that. And you want the players to be honest with themselves, and we'll have a meeting this morning. We'll go through the goals, and I want to look at some of the shape of the team. I thought we were far too open at times. And we move on.
I was going to ask you which are the areas where you were looking for most improvements. So the shape of the team is one of the main areas, I imagine.
Yeah, I think if you look at when we play away, we're not as expansive, and we set up maybe 4-5-1, and we build ourselves into the game. And I thought on the ball we were too open. There was too much space, and when the balls did go wrong, we were exploited. You then got to deal with the sort of decision, the penalty decision that can be avoided. You've got to look at the through ball when you're trying to play and the back four are open and we give a ball away into their midfield and we get killed on that. But then the third goal is poor. Mentally it's poor, then playing all the way through and then just beating our back line. So it is a matter, it's no point just saying to the players about you need this. I've got to show them again what went wrong, because that's our job, or my job, and to make sure it doesn't happen or keep happening. If it does keep happening, we've got a major problem.
It's been a season where we've gone on runs of losses and wins. It's a league that's so relentless, so it must be frustrating for yourself that we don't seem at the moment to be able to build a consistent level of performance.
It is frustrating. I think it's frustrating for everybody, probably the supporters as well, that we've been on a good run at home and then a poor run away and vice versa. But it is those stronger mentality sides that push on, and that's why they're up in the playoff places, and that's where it's a growing season for us, and it's not an excuse that we are working, and it's sometimes the errors are the teaching points for next year, the mistakes, and so we've got to push on. We've got to make sure we pick up results to get that mid zone of safety, and then look to build for next year. We're 9 games or so to go in the Sussex Cup final, so on the whole, I'm still driving them, still demanding of them. Errors, in my previous jobs, there wasn't too many errors. So I'm learning a lot from the situations as well, and we'll look at myself and put the demands on myself and my team and staff to improve. And we've got to make ourselves a bigger club, a bigger mentality club, and push on.
Bit of team news, if I can ask you about Jordan Roberts or Matt Howard, will you be able to think about selecting them this weekend?
Yeah, I think Matt's available for selection. Jordan just had a little niggle, and we'll assess him on Friday, but Matt definitely is in contention. Mark Connolly's picked up a niggle, and we won't know about him till on the day. And Addison Garnett's back in, so he should be back in for contention. So looking not too bad on the front.
Gives you another option, doesn't it, being able to select Matt Howard?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I speak highly of Matt in the dressing rooms at half time. He's a very experienced player. He's very committed to the club, but he brings that sort of aerial threat, not only from attacking but also defending. And it seems if you are in front, the last 10-15 minutes, it's the Alamo in the air, and I've used Matt before to get in there and defend. So great character, well respected by the players, and there's been a loss really for a lot of the season where we haven't had him. He's one of those players you can call on to turn up every day, and he's had a tough season. And
just finally, the G&H coaches is sold out again to Grimsby on Saturday. I know you personally really do appreciate that support, and that's fantastic to see as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I do. I met them when I come off at Barnet, and sometimes you hear, sometimes in the crowd you get criticised, certainly at home with our performances, and you have to take that on the chin. But it's nice when you actually meet the crowd that are making the journey away from home, which is money and it's time and effort, and the away fans have been fantastic, and I can't emphasise enough, we are a small club at the moment, but we want to be bigger. But when our fans get behind us, it really does lift the boys, and I think we're fair play to these guys. They've supported us. All the away supporters have been fantastic, and we hopefully can go to Grimsby, put on a performance, because we all know cotton chips on the way home, and 3 points is nothing better. Well, there's 1 or 2 things, but it comes close. But it's a great feeling to get 3 points on the road, and we've got to try and do that again for everyone.